Are you thinking on buying a cooling blanket? Well, wait and watch my review first. If you think you'll look like this, so I am going to test the cooling blanket now. So I'm going to try it. Obviously I'm clothed at the minute, so I am going to try it with obviously my clothes on and the blanket on top. And then some people and some videos I've watched, if you do it with a fan on, so you got the blanket and the fan, they marry up together. So let's try that out. So we're just gonna try the blanket first. It is very soft. It's quite, for something that's light, it is heavy, if that makes any sense at all. I do feel really hot though. The bits that are touching my actual skin, there is a little difference, just a little. I mean, it's very, very minute. Obviously the clothes bits I am feeling very warm, but obviously some people, like myself, don't sleep with clothes on. I don't want to scare the shit out of anyone. So let's try it with the fan on. So this is quite a big fan. Let's try this. So, you got the fan blowing on me. I don't know how well the audio is going to be. And then I think with the fan, you can feel it a little bit more. Obviously, it's still during the day, so the sun is, I'll turn that off, you're probably going to be able to hear me. The sun is still out, so it is still quite warm. But obviously I'm clothed as well, so again, I don't sleep with clothes on, so it might feel different later on, especially after a shower. I'm quite hot now. I've just come back from work. I've literally just come out my uniform, so I am still quite hot and radiating heat. But from the reviews I've seen on Amazon, it got a 4.6 out of 5, so it does seem okay in review sense. When I took it out of the bag originally for the box, to the touch you can feel there was a bit of temperature change. Couldn't really feel it as much now, but again, it is really hot up here. I've come back from work. I'm probably storing a lot of heat. Probably be different because I like to have a shower, especially a cold shower before bed as well, just to cool myself down, and with the fan on. So I will do a proper review maybe tomorrow, maybe in the morning, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Obviously I'm going to give it a night to sleep with and see what it's like. At the minute, it is a very soft blanket. Even though it's thin, it is quite heavy, so I don't think you'll have to worry about it falling off or anything at night. It's like silk, like polyester, I want to say. I don't know if cotton would have been better. I've not seen a cotton one. But we can only try. I tend to sleep better in the cold. I'm quite heat sensitive, so this sort of weather absolutely kills me. And the colder the better. I'm one of those weirdos that wear t-shirts when it's snowing. I just absolutely love it. Also as well, with Rollies Reviews. I don't know, this is probably backwards, but keep calm, Rolly handle it. I can't get my words out. The heat's just absolutely killed me off today. So yeah, guys, so stay tuned. I'll say stay tuned. This is all gonna be one video anyway. So yeah, the next section I'll probably do tomorrow before I go to work, and I'll do my thoughts about what it felt like to sleep with. Is it one of them blankets that come off and piss you off? Does it end up making you hotter? I think sometimes, I know I am like that as well. Like last night, it was very, very hot, and I slept with no cover on. But I think because some people are used to having a blanket on, you know, it will make you feel comfier, cozier, you know. So I'm gonna see what that's like. Like I said, we've got to try things. So yeah, until tomorrow. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining in. So this is the review of the Amazon cooling blanket. As you've seen in the beginning of this video, it was just talking about what my initial thoughts was regarding the blanket. I tried it out while being in bed. I did stick to my word, and I did try it out last night. So I have got a mixed opinion before you rush out and go and buy. Should you get one? In a nutshell. Now, if you think this is gonna make you feel arctic cold and you'll get frostbite on things you don't want, then this ain't what it's advertised for. So initially, taking it out of the bag, you can feel a little bit of cold. It is cold to the touch, and I mean, like, it's very, very minute cold. Like, it's not like, oh shit, you know. Even though it's lightweight, I mean, even that, it's for a double bed, just normal double bed, it is quite heavy. So when you're, which I found yesterday as well, lying in bed with it over me, it sort of forms to you, so it feels like you're in a vac bed. I mean, unless you're into that sort of thing, you might, you know. It does feel like a vac bed, so it pulls down. I've noticed that it never really came off last night. A couple of times it got a bit bunched up, you know, like when it goes under you, and trying to pull it out, that was a bit of a game. So I had this just on. Obviously I sleep, well, I wouldn't say naked, but just in my boxers. And I had this on first, and this is bearing in mind just after a very, very cold shower. And again, it was just like slightly cold. I mean, it was still very hot. I felt myself sweating. And then, I don't know if this is gonna pick it up, I turned my fan on, that big ass dyno fan there. I turned that on alongside with this, and it seemed to improve it a little bit better. It wasn't as what I hoped it would be. I think I was really hoping that this would work. Obviously, the ideal world, you get an AC unit, but you know, they're quite expensive. This was, I think, 35 quid or so from Amazon. So, you know, I thought it'd be easier to spend £35 on that than £300 on an AC unit, which you probably use for about 2 weeks in this country, and then, you know, it's freezing anyway. So yeah, I had it with the fan on, and it was okay. Still quite warm last night. If any of you guys have been abroad and you've stayed in a hotel, preferably one that's not, you know, not too much of a shithole, and they've got thin blankets and stuff. Obviously, with the weather being different out there, it sort of felt like that. It didn't feel like I was in my bed, it felt like I was in a hotel. I must say though, as much as this ain't cooling me down, or I think it is an absolute load of bollocks for summer use. I think I do. Honestly, I stick by that. If you're buying this in the summer, you know, to help you cool down, then I wouldn't bother. Honestly, keep that £35 and spend it elsewhere. I wouldn't bother. But, however, which was nice, this is the spanner in the works. So I woke up this morning. Obviously, the fan's still going off. I think it was quite cold. Not cold. Probably about 10, 11, maybe 12 degrees this morning. So it was a lot cooler than it had been during the day, which I think it reached up to like 34, maybe some parts 40. And with the fan blowing on me, and it was cool. I'll tell you what, this felt amazing compared to a normal blanket. Honestly, I really did not want to get out of bed. I was so tired. I mean, obviously, it being summer as well, you don't really sleep well and stuff. So, I think I am going to keep it, but I think I'm going to use this more as an every night blanket than just, you know what, just, I need something to cool me down, because you don't work like that, I'm being honest. And I don't know where they got their 4.6 reviews from on Amazon, whether they're all family members of this company. I really don't know. But in that sense, it is bollocks. But, you know, I think with me, I'm quite a warm person anyway, and I'm quite heat sensitive. So, I am going to keep it. I could send it back, but I am going to keep it. Like I said, this morning was just amazing. I woke up, it was cool. I had the fan going on. This was on top, and it did actually feel quite cold, and it was so nice. But not cold where it was uncomfortable, or cold nice. You know, I don't know if you've had it in winter mornings, you wake up and it's just, you're snug in bed and you feel comfortable. You felt comfortable. And yeah, I think I'm going to keep it for that. But if you're buying it to cool down or keep cool in the summer, I wouldn't bother. Honestly, with that 30 quid, I'd probably buy like 6 ice packs, freeze them up during the day, and at night, every so and so hours, go down and get them at the fridge and rotate them like that. I think you're probably better off doing that than expecting some miracle out of this. Like I said, it is for cooling you down, I don't think so, but it is nice to have on like a normal day, etc. So I would recommend that. But yeah, so that was the review on the cooling blanket. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching the review and you liked the content. Please like, share, subscribe, show it to your friends. As I said, I am new to YouTube. I'm trying to still find my feet. I'm trying to, you know, make a channel. I enjoy making the videos. It's not all about likes and stuff like that. And, you know, yeah, okay, one day I might want to be famous, you know, but I do enjoy doing it. I like the video editing, which I'm still trying to work out and stuff myself. And to be fair, I do like buying a lot of shit as well. So, you know, it justifies me buying stuff for me, and it's for a YouTube review, you know. So yeah, if you like what you see and you enjoy the stuff, please like, follow, subscribe, share. Much appreciated. Guys, look after yourself over this during the heat wave. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water and you're not working too hard. Until next time, guys, thank you and peace out.